It is Friday, October 6th. October is not waiting on anyone. Hi, it's Mervyn Hanley. Good morning with THG News today. Let us hear from our sponsor, and then I will proceed with the news. Sons have been serving the people of St. Martin for over 40 years, and the food and service get better and better. From early morning, customers flock to the bakery for their favorite sandwiches, cakes, pastries, you name it. First thing at mornings and last thing at afternoons, folks rush to Sons for simply the best. There are two locations, Colbay and on the Pondville. In Colbay, the opening hours are Monday to Friday from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. On Saturdays, 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. And on Sundays, 6:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. and 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Opening hours on the Pondville, Monday to Friday, 6:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Saturday and Sunday, 6:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. We also cater for weddings, parties, special events, whatever the occasion. It's Sons. Our staff, we are always happy to serve you. Call us today, the Colbay location, 721-544-2462. That's 721-544-2462. Or in Phillipsburg, 721-543-1059. That's 721-543-1059. It's Sons Bakery. We are here to serve you. Montserrat was brought to a standstill on Thursday as motorists stayed close to home or resorted to carpooling to conserve gas as news spread that both local fuel retailers had run out of fuel. Currently, the retailers are awaiting a decision from the government on their request for an increase in the profit margin to enable them to continue operating. Both retailers are said to be in significant debt and their future is in peril unless something changes quickly. On Thursday morning, Premier and Minister of Finance Joseph Farrell took to the airwaves to express his shock that both A&F gas station in Sweeney's and Osborne Service Centre in St. Peter's had decided to stop dispensing gas to motorists. According to sources close to the issue, the retailers received fuel last Friday and declined to reorder once fuel ran out on Wednesday. This attempt to not sell gas to the people of Montserrat prompted Premier Farrell to issue a statement. Let's hear from the Honourable Premier.
Been drawn to the government's attention that the two petrol stations in Ireland have not been dispensing petrol to the travelling public, even when there is adequate supply of that product available at the Delta bulk station. The retailers wrote to the government making a case for an increase in their retail margin. Delta also made a similar request. And following discussions with Delta was asked to submit additional information to substantiate their case for an increase in their margin. Currently, Delta is receiving $1.75 per gallon as their margin, and the retailers $1 per gallon as their margin as well. Government is sympathetic to both Delta and the retailers, but is also conscious that any increase in their margins would result in an increase to the consumer.
This action has taken the government by surprise, and the Premier is asking that the retailers restart the distribution of fuel to the general public.
It would be an understatement to say, the least, that government is taken back by the actions taken by the retailers without advance notice. Such actions would in part disrupt the lives of many Montserratians, from going to work, transporting school children, and persons wishing to undertake personal chores. On this note, I ask the retailers to reconsider their action and to make petrol available to the travelling public while the government work to address this matter.
Now, here you have the only two retailers on the island. They've come up with this plan to stop everything, halt everything, hold the island into ransom until they get what they want, as far as their request for an increase in their profit margins or increase in their margins as far as selling petrol. Well, All that the good company Delta has to do is to just come in, leave them, let them do what they want, stay closed or whatever the case may be. And Delta can come in and use their mobile units to sell gas, because this is so unfortunate what these retailers are doing to the people of Montserrat. Let's move on to news from Saint Lucia. Prime Minister the Honourable Philip J. Peer intends to get every penny owed to the government of Saint Lucia from a previous agreement with a private company to purchase 100,000 doses of COVID-19 vaccines. The Public Finance Act and the Finance Administration Act were enacted to ensure that cash, assets and resources under the jurisdiction of the Saint Lucian government are handled effectively and efficiently. The government of Saint Lucia paid the business $7 million for these COVID-19 vaccines in April 2021. The business has yet to deliver any COVID-19 vaccines to the government, and more than $5 million remains unpaid. Adherence to guiding principles anchored in Saint Lucia's long-established legislation governing the management and use of government resources can help to reduce loss and waste. Prime Minister Pierce stated that an audit of the deal has been completed and will be made public when the time comes. I have a problem with the last lines by the Prime Minister. Let me read that again. The Prime Minister stated that an audit of the deal has been completed and will be made public when the time comes. When the time comes? What do you mean when the time comes? If you have an audit already completed, you've come to the nation and you've said this audit has been completed. So why can't you just give the report? Why can't you just inform the general public of the findings of this report? Why do you have to wait for what? When it's politically expedient to do so? I mean, come on, just give the report. You're talking about $7 million that a company was paid. You did not get the vaccines. You have a report. You have the findings, but it will be made public when the time comes. When the time comes. Wow. Let's move on to St. Kitts. This is a press release, an official press release from the St. Kitts Tourism Authority. So I'll read as is. St. Kitts is set to elevate its position as a prime tourist destination with the recent surge in Airlift, showcasing a remarkable 14% system-wide increase for the winter season. The surge in Airlift perfectly complements the strategic efforts of Minister of Tourism, the Honourable Marsha T. Henderson, and the St. Kitts Tourism Authority to enhance stayover visitor numbers and foster sustainable growth in the region. Leading the charge in enhancing connectivity between St. Kitts and the United States, JetBlue is poised to commence direct year-round service from New York to St. Kitts, JFK, that is, starting the 2nd of November 2023. These direct flights, available year-round, will offer seamless travel experiences to and from New York, opening up new avenues of tourism and trade opportunities. The service will operate 3 times weekly, on Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, providing travelers with greater flexibility and convenience. In a testament to the popularity and success of St. Kitts as a travel destination, United Airlines has taken the decision to extend its services through August 2024. This demonstrates the airline's confidence and belief in the growth potential of St. Kitts and the positive impact it has on its customers. Air Canada has welcomed a remarkable 66% increase in flight bookings to St. Kitts, a clear indication of the destination's allure and the desire of travelers to experience the island's unparalleled beauty and rich cultural heritage. The surge in demand for Air Canada's services underscores the remarkable growth and potential that St. Kitts offers to both tourists and airlines alike. The success of regional travel has been marked by brilliant performances of both Inter-Caribbean Airways and Caribbean Airlines. These regional airlines have been instrumental in facilitating seamless travel experiences within the Caribbean, showcasing the region's allure and reaffirming St. Kitts as an essential connecting hub for travelers. The revival of regional travel brings new opportunities for cultural exchange, economic growth, and sustainable development. Additionally, St. Kitts is delighted to welcome back long-standing airlines such as American Airlines, British Airways, Delta Airlines, Liat, Wenia, and Seabourn Airlines. These renowned airlines play a significant role in expanding St. Kitts' reach across the globe, providing convenient and reliable access to travelers from all across the world. The release continues. that Minister of Tourism, the Honorable Marsha T. Henderson, expressed her enthusiasm about the remarkable growth and increased airlifts in St. Kitts, stating the surge in airlift signifies the island's appeal as a premier tourist destination. We are thrilled to welcome new airlines and witness the return of long-standing airlines. By improving our connectivity, we're able to attract a larger number of visitors, which in turn boosts our economy and provides more opportunities for our local communities. We are excited about maintaining this positive trend and firmly establishing St. Kitts' position on the global travel map. With the continued expansion of Airlift, St. Kitts is poised to become an unmissable destination. The surge in flights not only bolsters the tourism sector, but also drives economic growth, creating employment opportunities, and supports local businesses. That's a press release from the St. Kitts Tourism Authority. If I may say, just an observation. Well, no, I'm not going there. No, I'm not going to say that Nevis was not mentioned, because Nevis controls its own tourism authority, and Nevis is supposed to control its own airport and airlift. Well, nothing is happening there. So I'm sure that is why we have such an exhaustive, a very lengthy press release about the St. Kitts Tourism Authority and the great work that the Honorable Minister of Tourism and all those at the Tourism Authority that they are doing there. Super great work. They must be complimented and commended, rather. They must be commended for that. That's our news for Friday. It's Friday, October 6th. I want you to have a safe weekend. I want you to have a great weekend. And we'll be back with you on Monday morning at 6 o'clock for THG News Today. Do join me on Sunday night at 7 o'clock. I do have a special commentary where I'll be addressing the people of Nevis and to speak on one or two important matters. That's coming up on Sunday night right here at THG Network at 7 o'clock. Enjoy your weekend. I am Mervyn Hanley.